Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm your boy Nakeem. Alongside me is my boy Malik. How we doing, Malik?
I'm excited. I'm super excited, Kim. How are you today, bro?
I am super excited as well. Now we
Woo!
have the album that we've both been anticipating for a while because I think this
Yo,
is
Jack.
a statement project. Although like we personally know that Jack Harlow is not a one-hit wonder, a lot of people are considering him that, but it really
Yeah.
literally doesn't make sense. He released obviously What's Poppin', then the remix, which was obviously fire, and then
Bang.
Tyler Hero, which if that wasn't proof enough that he wasn't a one-hit wonder, I don't know what was. Then he released a single from the album a
Way
couple days
out, I think it's
before,
called, right?
Way Out with Big Sean. And for you to get a guy like Big Sean on your track, you can't be a scrub. Like
No.
first off, he got Lil Wayne on a track. Like
Tory Lanez.
you're not
Oh
a
my god.
scrub if you have Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is arguably not arguably, he's a top 10 rapper of all time.
Lil
So
Wayne's top to rapper of time, and you got people like you got Tory. Amid what's going on with him right now, you still got one of the most popular rappers
yeah.
then before the allegations. Then you got the
Even
baby, who's always killing it.
exactly, and even despite the allegations, if you see Tory Lanez's numbers for the year, he did numbers. So,
Yeah, numbers.
he's still up there. But anyways, not trying to get into the whole political side of the rap game. But we're
Sir.
here to talk about and just react to "That's What They All Say" by Jack Harlow. One thing I'm gonna say first off, album cover is fire.
Oh
Album
my
cover
god!
is
What?
so hard.
Hey, do it for the kids.
Bro, this is one of those album covers where it's like
It's nice.
I'd get this vinyl. I'd get this vinyl just for the cover. It's
I
so
I, I
fire,
like I,
man.
I like the old vibe and the fit he's wearing too. Like
Yeah,
he's
the
looking
fit. Bro,
nice.
one thing, he's always rocking New Balance. He stays true to who
He likes that.
sponsors him. He
He likes
stays
that.
true to them. He's got that New Balance deal. He's staying true to that. New Balance got some people: Kawhi, Jack Harlow, Darius
Kawhi,
Baisley.
Giancarlo, Baisley. Yeah. Oh, but
Yeah.
Baisley starting this year. Not to get into
Oh,
basketball, but
not
we'll see what happens.
OKC's obviously taking a year back, but they got some young guys. They got some young guys.
Like, that's what it is.
All right, well, without further ado, let's get right into it. We're both excited. We got track
Woo-hoo-hoo.
one, Rendezvous. Now let's get
Okay.
into it.
I think he's gonna set the tone right here. What is this?
I became exactly what I
Hey
wanted
boy.
to. I became a millionaire at 22. Telling
Ooh.
girls I love them and they love me too. Ooh. I don't question if they mean it cause I know they do. She live in my hotel wearing something high packed. My wardrobe spread across the whole J.
Okay, I gotta pause it for a little bit because he is flowing on
I like
this
that.
beat.
I like
like
that. I like that. He reminds me of someone right now, but I can't think of it. Like, man, it's almost like I'm listening to the 2008 2009 rap, but
That's exactly what I was about to say. It sounds like that.
mm,
It sounds like that. I love the production on this so far.
hey
Um,
boy.
yeah, Hit Boy has been doing his thing this year. The tracks that he's been producing. He was all over Big Sean's Detroit too.
Uh,
Um, but he had a line earlier in the song that was pretty fire. But
oh, the funny one is that if I didn't rap, I'd become a good masseuse.
yeah, he had the masseuse thing, and he's just like, yo, oh, and even at 17, I never even thought I'd be this cute, and
Yeah,
all
dude, he's
this
cute. Looking at the
all
mirror line before
just
that.
looking in the mirror. You could interpret that so many different ways, like looking at the mirror, just looking at myself, looking at the mirror, like what, oh, I forget what Disney movie it is, but like mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all, or I don't
Who
know
the greatest of them all? Oh yeah,
what
yeah,
movie
yeah.
is that.
Oh, I don't even
I don't
remember what
know.
that was. Not
Is it? I'm thinking.
Cinderella. I don't even know.
I'm thinking like Snow White or like Sleeping
Snow
Beauty.
White and the
I don't
Seven
know.
Dwarfs or something.
I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know. But anyways,
something like that.
just to get a sidetrack. But I like this so far. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's keep it
Wise
rolling.
used to book me for the open mics. Kills me when they act like this was overnight.
Mm.
Like we didn't do a tour in a tiny van.
Ooh.
8 deep at the show, it might be
Ooh.
8 fans. That builds character. Something y'all could probably use more of. If I told the truth to her, I know she'd be torn.
That's a really good intro. Now, second half of that track, he kind of got into his little personal bag, talking about his story, which I
oh, the
like.
story.
Because a lot of people think like, yo, Jack Harlow just came out of nowhere. He's like, hey, this ain't no overnight thing. What happened to the tour that we took in that van and like went all over when only 8 people showed up to our
Only eight
show?
fans. Only 8 fans.
Yeah, like what happened? What about those days? Like those don't mean anything anymore. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of hard work that comes into this whole music thing, and a lot of people who think they're like overnight stars, they took a lot of time to get to where they
Oh, lots of time. Giancarlo. Whew.
Jack Harlow, like, and he's showing that he's probably like literally a living testament of hard work and determination, and especially in industry, in the hip hop industry, as someone who's white in a predominantly black industry,
Yes.
it's kind of hard to build your name because there's always that stereotype of white rappers, right?
White
And
rappers.
he's kind of breaking that stigma, and I like it. I like it. Hopefully, we see more white rappers because everyone thinks about when it comes to white rappers, it's the rapping fast. You know, like they get it off of the whole Eminem, and
Yeah.
then like if you look at guys like Token
Eminem,
and even
Token too,
Logic, he
and
raps
Logic
fast too.
sometimes.
But Jack Harlow doesn't rap fast. He's just like he's just a rapper. Like you know, like
He's
I don't
just
know how
like
to.
kind of a modern day rapper. He's kind of just like
Yeah.
fits in. I love it. I like to
One thing
hear
I'll
them.
say is he gives me a lot of Drake influence. Like you can.
I was just gonna say that there's something like I don't even know, like a Western Road Flows type of thing. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
I could definitely hear Drake on a track like this. This is like Drake's patented um
Yeah, like, big
sample.
words,
The sample, you know, like when Drake
big
gets on a sample
sentence.
beat, bro. I don't even know if I pronounced that properly, but anyways,
That sounds awesome, man.
let's go
Yeah,
into
before we leave,
yeah.
I want to ask you if you caught this line.
Okay, okay,
I don't
okay.
even know what it means. Put it in the comment section down below. But he said something like turkey on Shabata from the deli or from the store, and he said shout out Morris. So I don't know who he's shouting out. Maybe it's a good friend of his,
Probably.
Morris. I don't even know. But if you guys know
But
anything about that,
yeah,
put it in the
if
comment
anyone knows
section.
anything, comment down below. I'm gonna make an assumption, but he said what, turkey on ciabatta, something in Delhi.
Yeah, I got it from the deli. Shout out
Okay,
Morris, I
so
think.
probably there's a deli in where he's from, and he's just shouting out the owner of it because he even
Shout out
did
the
that
owner of
with
it.
what's poppin'. He mentioned like got food from some place. I can't remember what the line was, but he said it
Mm-hmm.
in what's poppin'. And then and the genius interview, he's like, yeah, like the guy messaged me and was like, yo, I'm getting so much business because you mentioned my place in a
Because
song.
of Jack.
Yeah, so maybe he
That's
just put it on
sick.
for his city, put it on for the ones who helped him out. But
Facts.
let's get into track number 2, "Face of My City" featuring Lil Baby.
Pretty, run
Uh,
with me, I'm fitting. Fourth quarter, ninth inning. Ain't no way we ain't winning. Back home for a week. Ain't no way we ain't sinning. If she can't stay with me, ain't no way she ain't pretty. Got the 808 hitting. Y'all some internet thugs. Won't come face to face with me. Y'all would hate to play with me. Tell me tuck it one time. She'll pay to stay skinny. I done been on that road. I done ate some great Denny's. Yeah.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Yo,
oh,
this flow is fire.
oh my
Oh,
god. Okay, I like that.
yo,
And
I'm
he's
bringing
so
it
like
back,
monotone and mellow with it. So it feels
bro.
like it's so easy.
No,
What the
that I
hell?
love that. Like he's just like he's right. He's like, bro, like I know I'm killing this. Like,
Just don't kill it. Yeah,
it's bro. It's the one thing about Jack Harlow, the swagger and the confidence. Like you
just
can
swag it up.
hear the swagger in his voice. Like yo, like fourth quarter game winning, ninth inning. Like
Literally,
yo,
night dating.
I'm gonna bring it
It's
back a little bit because
clutch.
I love how he switched
Bring
the
back, bring back.
flow and the cadence. As soon as he said those two bars, just
I
kept
love
going
that.
with it. Let's bring it back a
Absolutely.
little bit.
I'm a big boss. You just at a bureau. Hometown hero. Tell him at a mural.
Oh my
On the
god.
face
The
of my
hero.
city. Co-signed by Diddy.
Yeah.
Hard liquor, I'm shitty.
Yeah.
That was some bitty.
Hey.
Doing my
We turn a killer right into an
Justin.
angel. I start demolishing shit with
Rappers.
We put a killer right into an angel. Oh my. I don't know why that was so hard to me, but like you know, I'm gonna just keep it
They're
going.
going to the age.
Ooh.
But don't be following me, that shit dangerous. Still in the apartment, my little hitters bang. I ran my projects before I was famous. Straight from the bottom, you know I ain't changed. Everything cash, you know how I
And
That's it.
now it's only right that we go into track 3, which I think he did mention in track 1, like she's gonna go skip straight to track 3. So I think he said something like
Oh,
that if you don't recall. But so I don't know if this is gonna be like a slower track with like for the with a little bit of emotions, feelings, love type thing. Or
it's
I
gonna
might
be
just be
nice.
I might just be completely wrong. But we
Let's
got
see. Let's see.
21C/Delta.
There's gonna be a
So
switch up here, I think.
yeah, I'm figuring this is 2 tracks in one. But track 3, 21C/Delta. Oh, this gives me that vibe already, yeah.
name, last name, date of birth. Bad bitch, sign paperwork.
Hey, note to all the kids out there, I'm looking straight into the camera, okay? This is for all the kids out there. If you ain't for sure that she's the one for you, make her sign a prenup. Make her sign a
Prenup that.
prenup. Because
Prenup that.
let's say you're doing big things and you don't know if that's the one, she's just in it for the money. Now that
Facts. She's
bro,
in
that
a gold digger
bro,
vibes.
that's just me getting in my little future bag, man. I'm trying to look out for you kings out there. So that's just a little word of knowledge.
Yo, that's a little word. I think we gotta get a word of advice for every every episode from
Every
Nikim.
episode.
I agree.
Nikim's word advice of the day. You know what? We
Yeah.
might turn that into a thing, but
Woo!
let's get right back. I'm just telling you guys, just stay safe out there. It's tough.
Facts.
It's tough.
I know that I'm liable to make it worse, yo. Oh my,
Ooh, who's
she's
in the
so
back?
fly. 9 to 5,
Who's that?
wanna be somebody. I can tell you need somebody. I know you've been hurt, I don't wanna make it worse, but I know that I'm liable to make it worse, yo.
What is that? That's like a.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa. That was
That,
way
that,
too
that, that caught
sudden.
me off guard. I thought he was getting one more verse. Oh.
I thought like at least a little bit more lines, but at least I thought he's gonna gradually switch it, but they went straight, and
Shout out.
that sounded amazing.
Ooh, shout out to the producer right now.
Shout out
Ooh,
to the
shout out
producer. Let's bring it back a little bit. My God.
You made this thing face, that's how I knew it was hot.
Ah.
Looking back, I gotta wonder if you would've thought that my life would've changed like this.
yeah.
That every
Ooh.
station in America would play my shit. That I would do a remix and I could take my pick of any rappers that I wanted and they get on the shit.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. Yo, this is not just him. He's talking to someone in specific.
Every
like-
station in America would
Like,
play
hey,
it.
you didn't think I was gonna be this hot. Like I know you knew it was hot, but did you think I was gonna be this hot? Where every station is playing my stuff. Now I
Exactly
can
what
take
he's
a
saying.
picture with any rapper and they'll come on my shit. Like, bro, like he's talking to someone specific that they had a little
Definitely.
history with. But yo, he's speaking. Hey, like look where I am now. I'm popping. No pun intended.
The Delta bitch, not the kind with the pyramids. You got something that I'm trying to experience. Leaving comments, got them all getting curious. She said she want me to London and Paris. She said do your thing long as I don't embarrass her. Damn, I ain't even get to test on my character.
Oh,
She
she said, "Do your thing as long as I don't embarrass her." Man, I didn't even
Yeah, wow. And he didn't even get to test out his
character.
What?
Oh my.
That's
God.
a chemistry, collaboration,
Yeah, man.
respect, love. That's you need that in a relationship. If you don't
need
test
that,
your
you need that.
character,
Bro,
man.
if you're saying do your thing as long as you don't embarrass her, that's basically saying do whatever you want as long as my name is looking good in the spotlight, right?
Yeah.
Which is,
Don't embarrass me. Just put me on. I want
but like
clout.
he's like, but it's like, do I really want that? Like, I want something like that is genuine. If I'm not able to test my character, am I really going to be a better person from this? Like,
Yes.
if there's if there's nothing benefiting you, what's the point of even being in that situation? I'm like,
Yeah.
but that hits. I like, ooh, one thing, yo,
Jack.
Jack's showing versatility right now. The first track on a sample beat, just doing his thing, writing that beat.
Sample beat.
Then goes on a banger, a thumper with a baby, and then he goes on a little slowdown. The first track, 21C, is proper. It's a good track, but Delta right now, I like
But
Delta.
Delta I'm hitting.
I
Yeah,
like
no,
Delta.
no, 212, my opinion was 212, it was good. I would say out of the three, I would say it was the one I was feeling the least, but it was still good. But then Delta.
Yeah, that Delta's
something
hitting
else.
right now. Track number 4, Funny Seeing You Here. He's still talking about the girl? Let's find out.
It's funny seeing you here. Oh my God, is he going to another R&B? He's gonna kill me today.
Bro, I've said it on this channel before. I'm gonna say it again. I am a sucker for sampled beats. That is my weakness. Someone could probably even say anything on a sample beat, and I'll ignore just listening to the beat itself. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be great.
Oh my goodness, Jack. Who's that? Oh, that's it.
Yo. Do you hear that?
Okay, wait.
Oh my
Who
God.
freaking produced this?
Oh my gosh, did you hear? Yo, what was that, bro? What was that?
Oh, I found it already. Produced by DJ Dahi, EY, and JLBS. It says written by Jack Harlow and DJ Dahi, so this must be his good friend, possibly.
Okay. DJ
Good
Dahi.
good job.
Yo, put yourself on the map with this one.
Holy crap.
I'm bringing that back a little bit. Bro, Jack, if you don't do this beat justice, I am going to be so mad at you. Let's bring that back. Oh, that drop, though.
Both inside this party and we lived it.
Bro, this is the best track from the album. I don't care. This is gonna be the best
Okay,
track on the
yeah,
album.
yeah, yeah. This is I'm gonna this is like pre-added to the playlist in my mind.
Bro,
In
this
my
is
mind.
before he even said a word, this was added to the playlist. Oh my gosh. And then just the way he started off on that track, yo, the definitely best. I don't care.
Wait,
This is the
say
best on
I
the album.
he's talking about he's like, I know you hate the way we drifted, and it's something about a party and we're lifted. Like,
Oh my gosh. Let's bring it back.
What's up? I'ma sip my drink and crack a big smile. Do now. Are y'all about to tie a knot? Hope not. Speak now. Hold your peace. I will make that show stop.
Oh my gosh.
wow,
So
this is very specific.
this is
Who is
very
this?
specific. Man saying, do you have someone? Are you talking to someone? Well, I hope not. Speak now or hold your peace. Like I'll make that like I'll ruin that. Like at the
You know, hold your
weddings,
peace. I'm
at,
here.
at weddings they'll make the vows. Like anybody have anything to say? Speak now or hold your peace. He's saying, yo, if I'm at the wedding and they ask that, I'm standing up and I'm saying something. I'm ruining that. I
Wait,
really
I
mess.
object. He's saying, I object.
I object that I really mess with this girl. This is back-to-back tracks. It sounds like he's talking about the same girl since Delta went straight
Jack, how
into
it
Funny
feels.
Seeing You Here. So,
Jack.
Jack, let's.
Remember back when I would come and spend the night at your house. Wake up by myself in bed cause you be at the stovetop. Walk inside the kitchen, put my hands up. Let me stop. Please excuse me. I know these are heavy thoughts.
Oh my
Woo.
gosh,
Well, outside the kitchen with my hands up, please
Oh.
excuse me. These are heavy thoughts.
bro. Like I'm feeling so much emotion. That's the reason why I'm like going crazy.
Oh my
Because
god, this is the first time I related to a rapper in a very, very, very
yeah,
long time.
like nothing hits more than an
Mm.
artist like bringing passion to a song. And the thing is, like, even something that I might not be able to relate to in the same situation, for some, like, I'm able to relate to it in different aspects just
Different
because
aspects, me too.
just because of the emotion that he's portraying in this track.
Just because
So
I think sometimes like that too. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. There's times where like I
Crazy.
probably not anymore, but there's times where actually no, there's times right now. If there is like there's a certain person, if they were, let's say they were to get in that marriage situation, like I still feel ways where I'm gonna be like, hey, like I object, like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be
Me too.
selfish. I'm gonna be selfish, but that's just how I feel deep inside. But like
Me too.
obviously you're not gonna say that, like it's hard to say that face to face. And I think this is he's saying it out on the track, like, hey, you might not be talking to me like this, but I'm still got you on my mind. I'm still having these thoughts about you. He said, hey, let me
Yeah.
stop. I got heavy thoughts.
Jack, this is a different side of you I've never seen. This is what I'm
Ah,
talking about.
I love it. And you're a big Jack Harlow fan too. You've been hearing it, listening for a while.
Oh, since 2017 Gazebo album.
This
Woo.
just shows
I never seen this before.
this just shows growth and maturity. This shows growth and maturity.
Fucked it up between us cause I wanted you and every thought. Things would only worsen when you let me rock. Your bestie tried to warn you, but you told her that. He said he'd stop.
No.
Say her man was
Whoa.
trash and tell me about the way he'd act. I would shake my head until I realized I'm the same as that. Now I wonder did she tell her man that I'm a trash dude, and would he shake his head until he realized he was trash too?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
This is like one of those. This is like one of those stories where if I'm at my boy's house and we're like, all right, let's talk, let's gossip, what's good. This is if I was with Jack. This is Jack's like, hey, this is what I've been going through. This is oh my god.
That was amazing wordplay. Like, oh my gosh, talking to her friend at talking about oh my, you know what, bro? I'm gonna bring it back a little bit just because that was so fire. And that
The
was
people, there's a lot
that
of
was
people in this.
relatable. That was relatable. Oh
So
my god.
so relatable.
Bring
My
that
heart,
back a little
my
bit.
heart. That was one of the most like surreal tracks after
That
this year where Jack is opening up
bro.
fully 110% talking
What?
about
Oh, opening up
a
is an
lot
understatement.
of
He is.
stuff. That's an
He
understatement.
literally, yeah, he literally just like expressed, like as if you had a diary. This is literally him reading out his diary in a way, like even the way he's wording it. He's like, "You over the stovetop, I put my arms around your waist." And then he's literally like cutting
Mm,
himself off mid line, like he's literally like getting sidetracked of these thoughts about this girl, and it's like that is so relatable. There's times where
so relatable.
I could be talking about to my friends about someone, right? And then you just start talking, and then next thing you know, your thoughts are just you're thinking out loud, and you're like, well, yo, bro, like this girl would, man, let me stop. Like he's like thinking out loud. It's just like when someone has that like that
Yeah,
strangle on your
let me stop. Yeah.
feelings, like it's hard to shake that, and he's showing that. Two back-to-back tracks,
So
amazing
back to the
tracks.
track. It ends on a cliffhanger. So what you gonna do?
Uh,
That's the track he ends at. That's directed to anyone.
that's
Directed
right.
to his
Yeah,
directed to his girl, the best friend that was in the store. Oh, anyone.
and track 5 is Way Out featuring Big Sean. We've already
Picture.
checked this song out, so if you want to check the reaction, it's on the channel. Um, track number 6 though, Already Best Friends featuring Chris
Breezy.
Brown. This one's gonna be interesting. I'm intrigued. All
Breezy.
right, let's get into it. Oh, this is a Chris Brown beat.
Justin came in with an FN. 2 girls with him told me he ain't got a preference. Let them both down and I asked a few questions. Met last week and they already best friends, already best friends. Place at 10. Girl, you look good, I would risk everything. Make me forget what safe sex is.
Ooh.
Finish right now if I don't take breaths in. I recommend you don't listen to your friends. Shit ain't been the same since they stepped in. 25 deep in the same section. I'm on fire.
If you need a break, don't trip, cause
What is this?
I'm burning up. She said she love me, but she want her to fuck it up. 11. Baby, make a wish and I'ma do.
Justin came in with an FN.
Yo, that hook is so fire. Jetson came in with
Yeah,
that.
Jetson. I think it's about Jetson me.
Yeah, Jetson.
came in
Yeah,
with
yeah,
an
yeah.
F and
Yeah. This is just fire. I love this. It's so catchy. This is super catchy.
Jack, and Breezy just
Let them both down and I asked a few questions. That last why I don't go to school. Okay, what you do? I'm a dancer. And quick question, are you a Cancer? I said, hell nah. Where you dance at? She said, Blue Flame.
Bro.
This is a conversation.
I've I
No,
don't know
but
why that's
okay.
funny.
He's sticking there. The first line. She's a Georgia State freshman. Who is this, Jack?
Yeah, who is
Is
this?
this another girl?
It's another
Jack?
girl, but it's just funny. She's like, she's like, "Are you a Cancer?" And he's like, "Nah, fam." Like, why you asking me if I'm a Cancer? Like, why does my
Cancer.
horoscope matter? Like,
Oh, I know. Everyone's on their horoscope, especially
yeah,
like the girls.
me. Well, I know. No
I know.
offense to anybody on the horoscope. I know a lot of people who are big in astrology and all that stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It's
Me
very
personally, I'm just not a big astrology person. That's just me though. I'm learning though. I'm like educating myself to understand it, but I personally I'm not. So it's just funny to me when some people are like let's say you say something, they're like, oh, you're such a Cancer for this. Like, oh, you're such a Libra. Like, what is that?
Such a Cancer. Like,
Why
people
can't
call
I
me,
just
oh, I'm such
like,
a Leo because I'm a Leo.
yeah, like there's that TikTok I've seen where someone's like, they're having a conversation and they laughed, right? And they're like, oh, I'm a Libra, so I laugh when I find things funny. And the guy's like, wait, so isn't that just everyone? If you find something funny, aren't you gonna laugh? They're like, oh my gosh, you're such a Cancer for saying that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was
So
like, those are the ones that I get on my nerves because I'm like, you're taking it a little bit too far. But no offense, just all fun and games. Let's get back to the track before make some enemies. I'm not trying to get dislikes on this video.
Pause. If I'm with the girl, I would be like, okay, this is how we're gonna set. That's how we're gonna set the sexy ambience or French ambiance.
Oh, Malik's like he's dimming the lights down. Hold on, I'm gonna just.
I'm gonna say to her, hey girl, Jetson came in with an FN, and I'm just gonna play
Malik's gonna be like this, everyone. This is gonna be Malik, all right? He's sitting like this, You guys can see my foot sitting leg over the other. He's sitting and he's like, Alexa, play Always Best Friends by Jack Harlow featuring Chris Brown. We're about to get in a mood.
We gotta better get in a mood.
Oh man. Next track though, Keep It Light. And it's track 7.
Keep it light.
Let's get into it.
Ooh. No words.
I'm everything that I said I'd be, everything that I bet I'd be. This the realest that anybody's ever been with me. But luckily I got PG, and luckily I keep them with me.
PG.
I keep it humble so you can have a good time.
Ooh.
I keep it light so you can have a little shine.
Ooh.
And I sleep at night just fine. I tried to be kind.
Good tempo.
Now I'm speaking my mind.
Ooh. He's talking a lot of stuff right now. He's saying, I stayed humble so you can have a good time. I kept it light so you can have your shine. I still went to sleep like good at night,
Yes.
but now I'm coming out and I'm talking, I'm speaking my mind. Like he's like, hey, I was humble. I probably he's still saying like this is like I still am, but like I did a lot for you to have your time and have
Yes.
your moment. But
Right
like
now is my time.
yeah, right now I gotta be a little greedy for myself, you know, and I like that. I like that. I
I
think
like that too.
it shows a little it shows a little side to Jack Harlow. Like he's a humble guy. He's kept to himself, but he's also a guy who wants what his dreams, his goals. If you want to be the
Yes.
best in the rap game, you got to be selfish. If you want to be the best in everything and like anything, like
Yeah.
whatever you're,
You gotta show a bit of self. You could be inclusive
yeah, you could be
and
inclusive
you could
and
be
everything.
generous, but save some for yourself as well.
Exactly, to an extent, because if you keep being generous, you're just gonna be giving, 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 and then next thing you know, the person that you're giving, they're in like a heartbeat, they'll
Yeah.
step on you to get to where they want to be.
Good
So,
point.
always just Jack speaking some knowledge right now.
Start to show you their true nature. Start to be the ones in the comments that's talking about you like you a stranger.
Here we go.
Talking about you like y'all didn't have class together. Talking like you not humble now or you act.
Yo, like I like what Jack Harlow is talking about right now because it's kind of showing that like the true nature of people, as he said earlier in the verse. But like he's saying like, yo, like I don't know how people could be in the comment section commenting these bad things about me when we literally grew up together. We were in class together. How you gonna act like this and that, you know? But I mess with this. He's really talking his stuff.
I'm messing this right now. He's talking right now. He's talking to I don't know
Talking.
those haters or whatever he's been through in
Yeah.
his childhood or wherever he came from, his area. Wow, wow, Jack.
Yeah, well, Jack, let's get right back into it.
It's made a difference in my life. Take some moments today during the shoot to look around.
Basically from Delta on, because Rendezvous was cool. I think like I liked it. It was a good intro track. Face of My City is a banger, but from 21C, we've talked about how we felt about that. But from Delta
Yeah,
onwards have been A level tracks.
great.
And right now we got Kareem or Creme. Creme?
Cream or creme?
It's
Creme?
CREME. So I think it's
Yeah,
Creme.
I probably creme.
So track number 8.
Wow.
Creme. Let's get to it.
Cause what's a 9 to a dime piece? What's a headache to a youngin' trying to find peace? What's to a couple side means? What's a chase when they down to come and find me? Never seen her around, say she went to Shawnee.
But that track 8, Creme. Now, one thing I'll say about Jack Harlow right now on this project that's making these tracks hit even more is every track has a little part where at least 1 or 2 bars are relatable. And even in this, he had that little thing where like 3 bars in a row. It was like, ooh, like you know, it hit. And even if the track itself is just a decent track, I think being able to make people relate to something, even though it's just a decent track, like it's just a good track,
Yeah, I
will
would say
make
that's a decent track. I agree.
those lines that you're able to relate to will make it even better because you're able to take something away from it. So I think that track was just it was good. But those lines made it a little bit more better for me. Like I really like
Yeah.
yeah,
No, no, not,
it wasn't
especially his like
fun.
melodic vibe. Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah,
totally
yeah,
agree with
yeah.
you. I think that's one of the lower tracks that possibly I would go to for the end. There's probably tracks I put higher than it, but it's still a good track. It's still a
Yeah.
solid track. And no, he did his thing. I got really nothing else to say. That's creme. And Jack is the cream of the crop.
Ah, woohoo, look at you with the connections. I like that. I like that. Now, we've got the track. No, wow, I can't speak English. We've got track
Oh,
number 9. One I'm actually looking forward to, actually. Track
who's this
number
one with?
9, Same Guy featuring Adam Levine. So
Adam Levine. This is gonna be interesting. I like it.
it's gonna be interesting. We got 2 white boys on a track.
White boys.
And 2 different genres. We know Adam Levine is a legend in pop. So
Legend in pop and Maroon 5 and back to stay. Yep.
yeah, so let's get into it. Same Guy
Let's do
featuring
it.
Adam Levine.
Adam
Whoa,
Levine.
Does it add up when you do bad stuff? Time keeps moving past us. If they gon' shoot, then I pray they end up shooting past us. Temptations that I knew to pass up, but I didn't. When I said I love you, I really thought I meant it. Can I go to heaven? Is it time to put my bid in?
Okay. So this is giving me the vibe that I'm assuming I don't want to make a judgment so early, but just off of what I'm hearing so far, it sounds like he cheated. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, so Temptations, I knew I had to pass up. I didn't.
But I didn't. I thought I meant it. I thought I loved you, but like I think he said, but I actually didn't or something like that. So I'm
Hmm.
thinking that it sounds like he cheated. If he's saying temptations that I should have passed up, I should have, but I didn't. So it sounds like that.
Jack do, he done messed up.
Yeah, he messed up. But let's bring it back a little because that's what it sounds like. And this he really began personal with this project. I love
Love
it.
it.
Confessions. Couldn't say it to you, so that's why I booked the session. The company I
Hey,
kept and I slept with kept me from being all alone with my reflection. Trust me now, I
hey.
know that you a blessing, all and when it comes to you and
Yo,
all that
Adam
I just
Levine.
tell lies in my
I love you in the background vocals. It's
Bro,
killing me right now.
I don't know if Adam
Amazing.
Levine is even gonna have his verse or a hook or anything, but just him on the vocals and then the background is really like lifting this track to
Enhanced it a lot.
oh, it basically makes this track like, oh, this is good. And I got a lot to say about this, but I'll keep it to the end. I like this track. Yo, all right, that's basically the end of the track. But Jetson, if you don't,
Jetson is killing it today.
bro, Jetson, if you don't make that your new tagline, I'll be so mad. That is so fire. Ooh, Jetson, make another one. Yeah, that's hard. But
That's dope.
all right, but this track, I have a lot to say about this.
Me too. Oh yeah.
So you want to go first? Or should I go first?
It's up to you. You want to go first? I think you should go first.
Okay, well, all right then. Since you
Go
insist.
crazy. Go crazy.
Okay, but so basically the narrative of this track, and I think this is something that shouldn't really go under the radar, but it probably will, because I just don't think people listen to tracks like that anymore. But uh I just the what he's saying, the subject matter of what he's saying, you know, and it's not in the positive light, and I think it's actually good that we see this kind of stuff because he's basically going off on himself, like basically talking about the flaws that he has as a person and who he is like as a man. Like he's saying, I'm the same guy that I was before. I thought it was just my youth and I'll change, but I'm still the same. Like, am I always gonna be this way until I die? Like saying like I've had the temptations. Like I don't know if he didn't really say that he cheated, but just like he's entertaining multiple women at the same time. Like
Yeah, you can say he's getting a lot of attention. Yeah.
exactly. Like, hey, you're my girl, but I still have these girls on the side that I've been talking to. And I know it's wrong, but I still do it anyways. And I like before you could say like, yo, I'm young, I'm just trying to get some play, you know, I'm just trying to get like the ladies and stuff. But now I'm older and I'm still doing it. So it's like, am I just that type of guy? Is that just who I am? And he's even saying, like, if all these bad things I'm doing, is it gonna add up? Like, what's gonna happen to me? Am I gonna go to heaven? If I like, can I make my bid right now to go there so I don't have to worry about what I do later? So like it's just like he's just taught like it's like he's like has these thoughts and he knows that what he's doing is wrong, but sometimes there's like I don't want to say no one can change, but um there's certain parts of you that just like that's you, right? And you can obviously change those things, but it's much more harder to do in like 1 year or like a few, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes some progressive amount of time and effort and work and different experiences for you to be able to change that. And this track is definitely him just like I love the vibe of it though, like the
Oh yeah.
style they chose to approach with it.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
could
one
have
of
said that
those
better.
it's one of those things where it's like he has a darker message. I guess you could say darker, but it's like sugar coated with a lighthearted beat and
Yes.
like everything. So like on the outside, it feels like it's just like normal, ordinary. But then when you actually listen, it's like, damn, like this is actually like him really talking about who he is as a person, you know? So that's what I took away from that track.
Those are words of wisdom. Thank you for blessing my ears,
Like
Lakeem.
this.
Holy. I don't even have much to say anymore because you solidified everything I want to say. You know, like the narrative, the melody, the beat, the theme. Jetson did his thing. It was
Oh,
great.
Jetson.
Like you said, like the section or where the tracks are in the track list
Yeah.
really is important as well. And you know, this was amazing. You know, kind of in the middle, almost kind of in the like the second half side beat. You know, it's great. And I was trying to listen to a lot of lyrics. I was really getting into the lyrics, like he was talking about in his first verse or his second verse, where he wants to do the right thing and he keeps blaming the entertainment and fame.
Yeah.
He keeps using that as an excuse to say, you know, I'm distracted. I'm all up in this type of industry that, you know, you can't blame me for being in this type of situation, but you're a person. Anyone could get caught in those specific situations, so you
Yeah.
have to own up to it. And in this track, Jack is kind of Owen. He's inadvertently owning up to it, but he's not being direct in a way,
Yeah,
which I like, It kind of like kind of like enhances the track a bit. It makes you guessing what did he actually do.
yeah.
I wonder what he did. So like I really like that. Adam Levine did his thing on the vocals.
Oh,
Jetson made it was amazing, and he said, I think one line was like, I'm I'm not a kid, but I should be kidding, because he doesn't want to admit to his mistakes. And
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
it was overall great. It was an overall great track. So you can
yeah.
see like the side effects that Jack has went through for possibly cheating or
Hmm.
entertaining a girl or doing anything in that situation. But as a celebrity, it's tempting to be in those
Hmm. Hmm.
type of environment. It's tempting. Like if I was that, I would be like, oh, I gotta get away from all these
Yeah, all
amazing
these.
girls. Holy crap! I gotta get back to my main girl.
Yeah, and by
Hmm.
no, I like what you said about him not explicitly saying it, so it leads for like artistic interpretation from the listener. So I really like that, and also just want to say, by no means are we condoning cheating. I don't know about
No,
Malik, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat.
But we do not
Never,
condone it. One thing, but the
never.
one thing that we like is that he's aware of it. Like he knows what his problem is, and he's trying in a way to like understand it. Like just once you know what your problem is, that's at least the first step to overcoming it. So the fact that Jack knows what he's done is wrong and that he needs to do better, that's already a good step in the right direction already. So it's not
Oh
him just
yeah,
like saying, "Oh, I'm with all these girls, even though I got a main shorty, I got all the side shorties, I'm with this." He's not saying that. He's just saying
yeah.
that, "Hey, like I've known I made mistakes." He's just acknowledging himself. That's why
Yeah,
I really
no,
like it. That's why I
absolutely,
like it.
absolutely. If men get caught in any situation, it's best to not lie and best to be honest in any
Yeah,
situation. Own up to it. That shows your honesty. It shows your value to the game, and it shows that you're a genuine person. You don't want to live up to your name with
exactly.
regrets and go about your life with any regrets. Instead, I don't. But
Same here. I don't
hey,
either.
I'm still trying to find the one. I'm still.
Same here. We're still out here, man. We're still out here.
Hey, this show knows that Nikim gets bare.
We're not getting into this conversation right now. Let's go into the next track. Track number 10, Route 66, featuring ESTG.
Okay, so ESTG, I've been listening to actually. Yeah, I think he only has less than 100,000 listenings, but he is actually one of Jack Harlow's best friends
Oh,
from
really?
from his group. So he's just hardcore like hip hop. So I've this is my first time I seen him on the track, but Jack Harlow has, I think, helped him produce with hip
Oh,
Jetson Maid on
really?
his
Okay.
track. So
That's
this is gonna
good.
be great. This is gonna be one of those hype tracks. I listen to ESG. He's decent.
Okay, that's good. He's with one of his boys. I like that. Putting your boy on. This is gonna put
Put
a
your
lot of
boy
people
on.
on ESTG, and putting
Yeah,
me
one
on.
of
I
his best
never heard
friends,
of
I
him
think.
before. So
Yes,
track
sir.
number 10, Route 66, featuring ESTG.
Get bread nonstop, know my name, ring a bell like Raja.
Ah, Woo!
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, all my NBA fans, my basketball
Weren't
fans,
you
my
weren't
Suns
you weren't
fans.
you just weren't you just talking about Raja Bell back? Oh my God, you were just talking
I
about him
talked
like
about him recently in a conversation we
like
had.
like like, two, like 3 days ago. We were having a
Yeah,
conversation like,
yeah,
remember Raja Bell? I'm like, yeah.
I don't know why that came up while we were even talking about, but yeah, I like that. This guy's like, Bell like Raja. Everyone knows Raja Bell. Well, not everyone, but basketball fans, you know Raja Bell, the guy
Oh,
who
underrated.
considered himself to be the Kobe stopper,
Kobe stopper.
and we know
Raja.
how that turned out. All right, let's keep it going.
From the city like Rondo Rajan, but I'm from the white side like Hassan. Yo,
Oh wow.
Oh my
He's in
god.
he's in his NBA. He's in his NBA. He's in his NBA flex
Oh,
right now.
whoa. I hope we didn't say more because I cut him off. He's like, oh, that was fire.
The white
From the
sideline, bro. The white sideline.
same city as Rajan.
I'm from the white side,
Side like
like a
Hassan.
son.
Yo, Jack always comes clutch with the NBA bars, bro. He's always
Bad, all bad.
bringing it back a little bit. That was hard.
Ain't been sloppy, I ain't got no card, I don't feel nothing for the most part. Fat boy drive this bitch like a go-kart, slide through the op block, shooting out blow darts. I've been rich before. Shirt cost 5 word one time. She don't slurp, get out
Yes, team.
my run my
Nice.
Okay, Route 66, nice track.
Nice.
Yo, this second half, well, not really second half. Everything after the first 3 tracks have been amazing. So the next track is Tyler Harrow. We've heard that, right? Basically,
Overreacted.
we're at track 10 right now, but there's 5 more technically, but there's really only 2 because
We're almost done.
there's Tyler Hero, What's Poppin' and What's Poppin' remix. So we've already heard those.
Okay, so yeah, what's
Yeah.
about remix Tyler Hero? So 2 left.
2 left. We have the next track is which is track 12.
Is this the
Love
one?
Love is
Uh-oh.
Bro featuring
Uh-oh.
Static Major and Bryson Tiller. Now
Uh-oh.
this is the
Hey,
track.
rest in peace, Daddy Major.
Now rest in peace, Static Major. And this is the track that me and Malik have vocally talked to each other about. We are very like excited just to listen to this. This is gonna be I did say actually
Oh,
I don't think anything's beating Funny Seeing You Here, but if there was a track to potentially be the best on the album, it's definitely Love Is True.
this is it. I'm excited to see Bryson. You know, what was it? Through the Night? That was
Oh, Through
one
Night.
of, one of my favorite Jack Harlow tracks.
That's
still.
the
I
first
love that
Jack
track.
Harlow song I've ever heard. So let's get into track 12, Love Is Joe, Static Major, Bryson Tiller.
Here we go.
Turn off the lights.
Let the moon shine through the blinds. I can see mine.
Light a candle.
You lie, I'm mesmerized. It's in your eyes.
Let me love you slow. I'ma love you slow. Take my daddy, what I'm about to say, but I won't say a thing, babe. Know just what you need, babe. Hit an instant I need all that missing, baby. When you call, I'm dipping. Pull up to your
spot. I'm gonna get you hot.
we gon'
Start with
Ooh.
down your thighs.
baby, I'ma put. Yeah. Being jacket steady, this a motherfucking classic.
Hey.
Frick. I still have to give Funny Seeing You their number 1.
Yeah,
this is so close though. Like I could easily switch.
It's a very close number 2.
But I'm still gonna put Funny Seeing You their number 1. I'm still.
Yeah. It is still a great track though. Oh my gosh. Static did his thing on the production. Oh, the I'm not gonna get started with the vocals.
Right, Bryson and Jack. So now we know when Bryson and Jack have a track. You know, that's it. It's over.
Yeah, that's one
it's
duo.
over.
That Kentucky Louisville duo. You already know. But what's the area code? 502. Those
502. You're right.
502 boys. But anything else you got to say about this track?
There's absolutely nothing
Ah.
I have to say about this track. This was just pure vocals, pure R&B, taking it back,
Yup.
taking it back to before I was born. Ooh.
Man. And this only leads us to the last track.
My most
the
anticipated. My most
Really? This is
anticipated.
your most
My underrated. Here's the connection. Here's the connection I'm gonna make.
Okay. let's hear it.
Back in 2017, in Gazebo's album, my favorite track was Eastern Parkway. Every time Jack has a road or a track that has a road or an avenue, oh, it goes crazy. So this is my prediction. This is gonna be the most underrated track. I may be wrong.
Okay.
Jack's track Eastern Parkway on 2017's album Gazebo was almost like boom bap, kind of slow. Oh, you have to hear it, but I feel like it's gonna be something like that. So
I like
this
that.
this is the one I'm
connection.
looking forward to. When I saw Baxter Avenue, I'm like, this is the one that's gonna catch my eye.
Is this hopefully this is like Jack Harlow's own version of Drake's something, you know how he does the AM PM series, like 4 p.m. in Calabasas, 6 a.m.
For being Calabasas, all
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
So hopefully let's get last track. I'm excited now. You made me real excited for the last
gonna be a
track
good
of this album, Baxter
hope.
Avenue.
Much of my time spent looking for a rush, trying to find something to afford me that feeling. I fall in love with girls because they physically appealing.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
for-
physically
I'm
appealing.
always looking for someone to fill that rush, so I'm always like seeking that. Then I like girls because they're physically appealing, but then the week
Jack,
later the
Jack.
convos hit the ceiling. So it's kind of saying like I always want that rush. So in a way, this can relate back to his other track when he's talking about the temptation. He wants that rush. So getting it from these women is the way he fulfills that void. That's that's a connection you could make, and that's
Boom.
a tricky road to go down because you never know what's gonna happen through that.
You got that, Nickeen, straight up.
Throwback.
A couple weeks pass and the convos hit the ceiling. I've smoked a few blunts, cookies and runs. Aim for the stars and our aim's dangerous. Hasn't been a single thing that the gang can't get. My main thing shall remain nameless. Know they ask about it often, but I ain't saying shit. There's a level of discretion that I'm maintaining. She don't understand it, but she ain't famous. We gon' see who's still around once the game changes. She's a businesswoman, but I got her playing favorites. You ain't rooting for me, then I gotta make changes. Ex-girls watching with a lot of fake pages. My OG showed me what a plain Jane is. And a bust down.
Ooh, he's
Now I gotta
spinning.
anchor in to spend a few thousand. KY used to take me out the icebox when he get his jewelry clean. They would ask if they could help me, and I say I'm just browsing. Wine work the enterprise, rentals discounted. Ville to the
Bro, I'm gonna bring it back
Ooh,
because
he's spinning. He's spinning right now. This
bro,
is it.
he's spitting. Oh
Yo,
my
this is so nostalgic to that Eastern Parkway type of vibe that the
I definitely
2017
gotta check
Jack.
out
Like
that track.
he's throwing it back right now. This is like throwback Jack almost.
I definitely
He's
gotta
throwing it
check
back
that
right now.
out. That I
He's throwing it
love
back right now.
the way he's flowing. My gosh, and the beat is perfect for this tone that he has in his voice, where it's just like you. It's hard for me to. I don't want to keep comparing it or not comparing it, but bringing him up. There's so much Drake influence in this project.
There's a lot and a lot
So
of Drake
much.
influence.
Like
There's
Drake
a
has
lot.
this one track on More Life. The last track on More Life, Do Not Disturb. This is literally just
Ooh.
like that, like in the way that Drake is in Do Not Disturb. Drake's literally having a conversation to the microphone. This is
Exactly.
exactly what Jack Harlow's doing, and I love it. Let's bring it. Let's keep it going.
always wanted to myself if I could really be the leader of a group of brown skin boys when I'm not brown skin. Certain things they grew up on that they get, but I don't get. Differences in how we raised make me feel like I don't fit.
Wow.
Not to mention the distance between our parents' houses. Share some money with them so they know I care about them. I'm trying to do it right and figure what a fair amount is.
Oh
my
my
goodness.
gosh! Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna break this.
For all the people talking about Jack Harlow being white, he's basically saying, bro, he's not even saying like, he's in a way saying a struggle, which isn't a struggle. Like, hey, like, I always thought about being the leader of these brown skin guys, even though I'm not even brown skin. There's a lot of things that they grew up with, that they know and stuff, that I can't relate with.
That you can't
And
relate with.
but the thing is, don't like and things like the difference in the distances between our houses. But I always try to send them money and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
just trying to show
We're
like,
sending a fair amount.
oh my gosh, Jack. Oh, I don't want this track to end. I really don't want this track to end. This is
I told
amazing.
you. I told you.
Oh, you oh, this is so fire. Wow. Wow.
That's wow. That's Jack Harlow Baxter Avenue.
That is Jack Harlow. Wow. That's what Baxter Avenue. That's what they all say. Oh my gosh, what a project. I what a project. I really have no words.
That's a great freshman album, and this is just the beginning for him.
Yeah, that's a great, because what the other projects were they just EPs and mixtapes?
He had a couple EPs. Confetti was a mixtape that he released in 2019. Everything else was
Sweet
mixtapes,
Action
I
was an
would say.
EP, right?
Sweet Action was EP, 6 track, 5 tracks.
And then what was the Gazebo, was a mixtape, I assume?
Yeah, I think no, Gazebo was mixtape.
10
They were
tracks.
all
I
mixtapes.
like how I'm looking at Gazebo right now. Eastern Parkway was the opening track to that project, and this track, Baxter Avenue, is the closing track to that project. To this project.
That's cool.
That's cool a little bit. He planned that. I'm starting off with this. What is this, Eastern Parkway, the street he grew up on or something?
Maybe
I don't
because
know. Gotta look into
he
that.
starts off he started off saying, oh, that he got his license or whatever, because
Ah,
he was just entering adulthood.
yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh, Eastern Parkway, I got my license. I'm riding or driving. It's like a really cool track. Oh, I
I
forgot.
definitely gotta listen to it after.
It talks about his friends, what's going on in the streets when he
Mm.
listens. So it's really cool. But that's where to end the track. And I knew this track was gonna be like this. I
Oh,
already
bro,
knew it.
you left the surprise at the end. I just thought it was gonna be a regular track to end it. You know what? Before we close off, Malik,
Nope.
let you go first, because I went first for the discussion of on that tracks. But opinions on Jack Harlow, that's what they all say.
Fans on Jack Harlow. Excellent. Very excellent. This is a great start to his journey or his conquest or whatever he's gonna go on. And he's so young. I think he's like 21, 22 years old.
Oh, I'm gonna
So
fact check
much,
that for you.
so much potential, so much potential. And wow, he's just gonna keep growing and growing. And he's gonna get a lot of recognition from
22.
artists. He's 22. Okay. I was close. And wow, it was amazing. Out of 10, out of 10, out of 10, out of 10, out of 10. I would say an 8. If Leviche, I would say 8. 8.5 might be a bit reaching, but I will say 8. Funny seeing you here. Already best friends with Chris Brown. You have Love is what's the track that Bryson called?
Love is Dro.
Love is Joe. And then you have Baxter Avenue. But a lot of underrated tracks like Same God Adam Levine's gonna be very underrated. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
Delta is amazing. 2-1 I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Rendezvous was okay. Way Out was good. Like a lot of great tracks. There's not one track in this album that I would say is, not good or like borderline okay. I would say it's all good, and I would say I'm easy with music sometimes, but this is really so a lot of real stuff here. I relate to him, so that's that matters to me. You look to an artist that you want to relate to in
exactly.
music and see the lyrics. You're here for everything. You're not just here for the production, for the beats, for the melody, for the rhyme schemes, for fast rap. You want to hear the lyrics too. You want to hear their stories. So I feel like he really solidified that, and I'll give him an 8. How about you, Nikim?
So I guess I'll give my rating after I finish discussing it. But man, I gotta say this is one heck of a project as well. Excellent is definitely the right word to use. And looking at the track list right now, um, besides I could say the first 2.5 tracks, even though Rendezvous is just a cool little intro to the project. Face of My City, the more I think about it, it was like a
Forgot about
banger.
Face of My City.
Yeah, like the more I think about it, it was a banger, but it's definitely on the lower level of enjoyable tracks. Just because personally, I'm just not a person who likes that banger type of music, like that trap type of music. Like I like it, but it's just not personally like my go-to. I rather have what majority of this project was, which I'm very happy and like I, kind of surprised because I didn't expect it to take this route for this project. And like looking after Delta, man, from Delta onwards, you got some
So wait,
amazing
he
tracks.
killed it. Delta, funny seeing you here. That's
Funny
just
seeing you
wow.
here. The thing for me right now, top three of the tracks, no order, definitely. Funny seeing you here, Love is Dro, and
Mm-hmm.
Baxter Avenue. Those are definitely top three in my opinion. I
Same for me.
Same for you as well. After listening to Baxter Avenue, I'm gonna have to listen to Funny Seeing You Here again and decide which one's my number one because it's between those two for me personally.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Absolutely.
because that beat on Funny Seeing You Here was something else. That was something else. But Jack Harlow, subject matter was amazing on this project. One thing about that you learned from J. Cole, especially recently, and a lot of people hopefully
Jermaine.
understood this with the whole Lil Pump stuff. If you're not saying anything in your music, eventually your fans are gonna grow out of that stage and they're going to want something more stronger. There's a reason why Lil
Mhm.
Pump fell off so fast because he's making turn up music, but for what? All of his fans who are listening to him right now are were like 14, 15 years old, high schoolers, right? When they grow up and they mature, they're not going to want to listen to that stuff anymore. That's not going to
Hell no.
uplift them. So that his whole audience is gone. And then there's going to be the next crop of high schoolers who's going to find the new turn up artists and they're going to become fans of them. The cycle really continues of that artist falling off, right? You look at Jack Harlow, even in his banging tracks like What's Poppin', he's saying some stuff in it too. He's saying some stuff like some memorable lines, and this project, I mean, when I look at even the tracks we didn't listen to, Tyler Hero, even though that's a banger, that is fire. What's Poppin', we obviously
So far.
know. Way Out, great track. But then Baxter Avenue, I mean, my gosh.
Gotta go listen to Eastern Parkway after that.
I
It's
have
it's
to.
so oh man, it's almost like a part two and kind of for me.
Uh,
It's
Even
sick.
like just listen to the second half of Baxter Avenue. It was literally like I love when rappers just start rapping. Like, they just forget the chorus, they forget all that. They just start rapping. Big Sean had a track on Detroit too called Everything I Needed, I think, or um
Oh
Everything I'm
yeah.
Missing or something like that.
Yeah,
Everything
it
You're
was like the quarter.
Missing. Yeah, I think Everything You're Missing or something like that. That track was amazing. Drake always has at least one of those tracks on his albums.
I love those
Um
tracks.
what's the Scorpion had Is There More? Um this what is it? More Life we mentioned had Do Not Disturb. It's just Drake is amazing at this, and the Drake influence on this project can't go unnoticed. I think everyone's probably going to admit that. Even Jack would probably admit the Drake influence is crazy. That not a bad thing though, because you're taking influence of one of the greatest artists ever. And that one track, what track was it? Was it Route 66 with all the NBA references?
Oh, with the Route 66 with the ESTG.
Yeah, was that with the one with the
I think that one was with all the NBA references.
yeah,
Yeah, with
that track.
The
Oh,
Rondo,
the
and so I'd say I
uh
forgot about that track too. That track was a good track
that
and
track was a good track.
good tribute for Jack Harlow's boy EST. So
ESCG. One thing. So before I'm gonna get right to my prediction because I've been talking for a long while. But
preach.
all I gotta say, this album has a lot of tracks that are gonna go underrated, which I hate to see, but it just kind of shows that Jack Harlow just makes good music. He literally makes good music. One hit
It's good,
wonder,
man.
out the window. Take that stuff out the window. This is amazing.
That's it. That's it.
But for my rating of this project, I would have to give it a same with you. I'd probably give it a 8, maybe 8.5, depending on after I listen to it one more time.
Yes, me too.
But it's just because for me, I'm basing a 10 off of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. Those are my 10s, and like
Yep.
9 is like The Incredible True Story, for example. And
Yeah.
then I would put this just right like a tier right under that because it's not as good as The Incredible True Story in my opinion, and like Under Pressure and all those stuff.
Yeah, Denver's on a different level.
But yeah, this is amazing project. Jack Harlow, what a
This
way
is
to
good.
start off his career in the rap. Like I guess you could
Wow.
say, would you say he's A tier celebrity now? A tier or B tier?
I would say he's moving. I would say he's almost to an A tier. I would give him like a A minus.
A minus, B plus,
Kind of,
somewhere in the middle.
somewhere in between.
Yeah,
He's right there. He's right there.
right there. And what a project. Nothing else to say.
That's the thing.
So you know what? If you guys like the reaction, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what your favorite track is. We're trying to we'll see how our music tastes similar or differentiates. Let us know.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's been your boy Nakeem,
Beer by Malik.
and we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.